Good afternoon and happy Tuesday. Ismail Kolia, your Realtor, Associate Broker with eXp Realty. It is November 28th, and I hope everybody had a safe and enjoyable Thanksgiving. I want to take this opportunity to go over November real estate numbers, and we're going to do that by sharing my screen and going over Keeping Current Matters report for November 2028. More specifically, the portion that I want to focus on in the report is what are experts saying about home prices? That is the big question on home buyers and home sellers' minds lately. Everybody's expecting prices to come down and even perhaps a market crash and so forth. Unless you are talking to an expert in the field, you hear a lot of hearsay in this market. So you want to make sure that you're connecting with experts and listen to what the experts have to say. All right, so what are the experts saying about prices in general? So one of the first things we hear from Taylor Marr, Redfin's chief economist, is that if you're a buyer waiting for the home price crashes, you'll have to keep waiting. As much as demand is pulling back, supply is as well reducing. So even though buyers have exited the market due to rise in the rate, there are not that many houses in the market. Certainly the new build and the construction have slowed down as well. So we don't have the supply in the market in order to have a crash. All right, home price forecast for 2023. What are the forecasts by real estate industry leaders for 2023? National Association of Realtor, for example, says 1.2 increase. Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae government entities have to say that the prices are actually going to decline between a 0.2% to 1.5%. Zelman says that there's going to be a 5.1% decrease in prices. So quite a range here. We have a 2%, 6%, 2.6% increase to a 5.1% decrease. Home price forecast to fall in 2023. Continuing, what are the big banks saying about 2023? Goldman Sachs is saying that there's going to be a 5 to 10% decrease in prices next year, whereas Wells Fargo says 5.5% decrease, Moody's says 5 to 10%, and Morgan Stanley says 3%. Home prices to fall and then recover. Wells Fargo home price forecast for 2023 is that home prices are going to fall 5.5% in 2023, but then will rise 3.1% in 2024. While there may be little statistical difference between a small positive and a small negative number, there are often huge differences in how they may impact behavior. And that's according to the chief economist, Len Kiefer at Freddie Mac. All right, home prices depreciated for 5 years. All right, so in 2007, for those of you who follow real estate for a while, we know that we had a huge housing crash in 2007, 2008. So we had a huge price drops in those years around 2008. All right, but then prices started to appreciate again in 2012, 2013. What about foreclosures? That's a big question as well. What is the foreclosure activity today compared to, say, years past? All right, so here we go. We have red indicates that over 1 million foreclosures in the United States that year. All right, so as you can see, again, around the crash of 2008, 2009, we had many, many years with over 1 million foreclosures or more. But now, if you look at it, 2020, 2021, we are substantially low in terms of our crashes. So we are nowhere near the symptoms that we had in 2008. So we are not looking at another housing market crash. Everybody thinks that we are expecting another crash, but the symptoms are just not present. We don't have the inventory. We don't have the foreclosures. We also don't have the low interest rate that we had in 2008. We also don't have the relaxed rules and laws around mortgage lending that we had in 2008. All right, let's go forward. U.S. foreclosure activity continues to increase quarterly near pre-pandemic levels. all right? And then housing supply is still historically low. Housing supply, as we've discussed before, super, super low. New construction is not being built as rapidly as we would like. So there is a shortage of houses in the market. Should you be buying a house right now? That is the question on many home buyers' minds, whether you're a first-time home buyer or whether you're a second, third-time home buyer. You're wondering, should you be buying or should you be holding off? Well, one of the answers we know is the rent, it continues to go up. Look at this rent chart between now and 1988. Rent has just gone up astronomically. So if you are renting, you are paying a lot more compared to 10, 20, 30 years ago. If you can find a house that meets your financial expectations for a monthly payment that fits your budget, then you should buy now. Instead of worrying and being concerned about the high interest rate or the higher rate today than what it was 5 months ago, focus on your monthly payment. Can you find a house that fits your needs with a monthly payment that fits your budget? And if the answer is yes, then you should certainly move forward and purchase that house. And Odetta Pushy, Deputy Chief Economist for First American, concurs with those sentiments. In the absence of trustworthy, up-to-date information, real estate decisions are increasingly driven by fear. So if you're watching your nightly news or you're reading your morning paper and you're following and you're getting your real estate news from there, there's a lot of doom and gloom in the news. You want to make sure that you're focused and you're getting your news and your information from trustworthy, reliable, and up-to-date sources who are local to your area. Remember, real estate in Idaho may be quite different than real estate in the Bronx or Westchester. So you want to make sure that you're getting local and reliable, accurate, up-to-date information to make your decisions. Winter buyer and seller guides, December 5, 2025. I'm going to have guides for you for winter buyers and so forth. And I also have a lot more resources for my first-time home buyers, second-time home buyers, as well as home sellers. So if you're thinking about buying or selling a house in the near future, let's connect and let's talk about your individual situation one-on-one. And if buying is not right for you, you can bet your dollar that I will give you an honest opinion and let you know whether it's a good time for you personally to buy or sell right now. Ishmael Kolia is your realtor, associate broker with eXp Realty. I really appreciate you watching and connecting with me, and I look forward to hearing from you. My phone number is 914-215-1540, 914-215-1540. Thank you so much, and I look forward to connecting with you next week over another video. Take care. Bye-bye.